Yeah. Oh, that was rough, wasn't it? Let's talk to the former West Ham manager, Harry Redknapp. Hey, Harry.
Hello, Harry.
How you guys? How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you,
Yeah,
Harry.
really good.
Good.
I thought they were a bit. I thought they were a bit unlucky yesterday, West Ham.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you know, when that second goal went in, you thought well, it's game over, and then suddenly VAR, and it was a very unfortunate decision. You know, it was, I don't know, second, third phase, whatever they call it now. And that really changed the game. You know, at that stage, you thought if they go 2 up, you couldn't see Forest coming back. But, you know, when it's not going your way, then things tend to happen. And then there was sloppy goals, the second goal and the penalty were the first goal, sorry, you know, and then the penalty was, it was a scramble. It was a, you know, it was a difficult night. And Nuno obviously is coming under fierce criticism and getting the blame. But at the end of the day, the players are what they are. People forget they always end up as the manager and there's no leadership. What can he do? What more can he do with that group? Potter came, he couldn't get a tune out of them. You can bring who you want in there. You can bring Pep in with that team. He's not going to suddenly get them shooting up the league. The players, they are short of quality. They're not good enough. They're where they are in the league because they're good. That's how good the players are.
Yeah, I actually think you're right. I think there is quite a big drop because you look at Forest, who actually have some really talented players, and you think maybe they should be higher up the table. But actually, I think there is a big drop between the bottom three sides, a bit like last year, even though they were the promoted sides. In terms of quality of squads, I totally agree with you. I think West Ham are lacking in so many areas of the pitch.
Look at the back four. You know, no, the young left back did well last night. I thought it was unfortunate to come off. You know. The right back gives everything, you know. Walker Peters, the two centre halves. No, I hate criticising people. I'm not, but they're really not up. They're not top draw. They're not good enough. They're what they are. They haven't got a centre half there who is going to take responsibility and boss the team. And they need a leader. They haven't got one. They haven't got a centre open. They're conceding goals. It's a team. Take Bowen out the team. How many of them players would get in a decent West Ham team over the years? How many of them would have actually played? Not many of them.
There's a caller there in that package we just heard. He said the soul seems to have gone out of the club, Harry. I don't know if that's to do with the move to the new stadium. I mean, that was probably a while ago now. I can't imagine how long ago that was. But it is starting to feel a little bit like a franchise sometimes. When you move clubs away from the area that they're born in, then it becomes about, I don't know what it becomes about then. You know, fans have to try and get there. It's tough.
Sure. Charlie, the last, you know, Upton Park was a unique stadium. The crowd were within touching distance of the players. You know, they were there. It was intimidating. The atmosphere it created when West Ham were playing well, the crowd swaying in that chicken run back in the day before the stadium was even built, singing "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles" was one of the most, like, it was like going to Anfield, you know, when they're singing "You Never Walk Alone." It was iconic. It was incredible atmosphere. That's gone. That's well gone. And then players are gone. When people talk about the academy, they haven't got players. They're not an academy. They don't produce players. How many of them kids have, you know, the left backs come out through the youth team probably. It'd be about the only one, I would think. It used to be an academy that produced kids. Everyone came through the youth team. They produced homegrown players. The youth system was unbelievable. It doesn't happen anymore. It's not an academy. It's a team now that is scrapping to try to get a result and stay in the league. They're not going to play fantastic football. And at the moment, they don't look like they're even capable of scrapping hard enough to stay in the league. It needs a miracle. There's only Notts Forest who look within touching distance still for me if they're going to get out of trouble. I can't see Leeds. I can't see Brentford have done amazing this year. Sunderland have done a fantastic. Who else is going to go? I don't see. I think West Ham, the only team they could possibly catch would still be Forest. So that's why last night was such an important game.
And a lot of the time, I don't know what you think of this, Max, as well, is you have these conversations about the old ground and the old stadium, and, you know, it was better. And it's, you know, it's, a lot of the time it's nostalgia. We're remembering being younger, remembering all those things. But I think with this, it genuinely is worse. You look at Brentford. Brentford have moved stadium. That was been a really good move. You know, the Everton stadium looks like it's gonna fit. The move feels so bad for West Ham in particular.
Yeah, but Charlie, you know, the recruitment at Brentford is obviously over the last few years has been very good.
Yeah,
you know, Brentford. You know, the manager Frank had he had a good group of players, Tony and the boy, and Boma, who's gone to Man United. They had a good group of players. We said gone to Newcastle. Yet they recruited well. West Ham have recruited badly.
Yeah.
They haven't recruited well. They've signed very, very few good players. The players that come in, they come, they go. The centre forward comes, the German boy, a 40 million pounds, never kicked the ball. And suddenly his agent comes on, he wants to leave, and then good luck. Let's get there. We'd like him to leave. How do we get rid of him? Who's going to give us our money back? He's now gone on loan to Milan or where he's gone. But the recruitment has been poor. And the manager has got no chance. I don't care who goes in. You can do what you want on the training ground. Stevie Potts is coaching. He's a great lad, knows the club, loves the club. Mark Robson, great guy, good coaches. What can they do with that group? You can work day and night with them. You're not going to suddenly turn them into fantastic players, unfortunately. They're what they are. And people forget with managers, you take Scott Parker. Take Scott Parker at Burnley. Amazing what he did last year, getting them promoted. Fantastic. Now, it's the same man doing the same job, saying the same things every day. The players, unfortunately, they've stepped out their division. They've gone up the league. They can't hardly win a game. It's nothing. What can the manager do? He's still talking the same talk. He's doing the same coaching, training sessions. The players have gone into a league that is too much for them. And West Ham are the same. They've got a group of players. Nuno, he's got no chance with that group. He can do whatever he wants. He's in a relegation struggle that it looks like he can't win.
We've seen Harry, an experienced manager in Martin O'Neill, go back and help an old club. If if Nuno did get the boot, would you go in and help, or are you waiting for Spurs? What?
No, I'm waiting for Spurs. I'd work for nothing. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'd go in. I love it. I'd go in anywhere. It's not be West Ham. I'd go anywhere. If someone rang me out, I'd go and do it for nothing. I really would. I'd enjoy it. It's not the money. I'd enjoy going in and being around the players. I love it. It's and like Mike Martin's gone in there. He's gone in. He knows what he's doing. Experience, knows the game. It ain't rocket science. Get the best out of the players you've got. You've got to get the best out of them. And in West Ham situations, whoever goes in has got to get the best out of an average group, to be perfectly brutal. But
I say your first meeting with them, your first meeting with the clubs, with the players, is going to be tricky now, Harry.
Well, yeah. But you tell them, listen, you lot going to wake your ideas up, or you're going to get relegated.
Yeah.
It ain't no in between, lads. And when you lose the ball, don't be embarrassed to run and chase and try to get it back. It's quite simple, really.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, and we can keep coming up with systems. When that ball comes in your box, you centre halves, your first job is to make sure the centre forward that you get your head to that ball, or you get your foot to it. And it's quite simple messages. People think it's so complicated that we try to baffle the average man in the street with science. And good players getting the best out, even if they're not good players, getting the best out of what you've got. Basically, that's all you can do, and make them feel good about themselves. Encourage them, make them believe that they can win a few games and get out of trouble, even though it's not going to be easy, that's for sure.
Good stuff, Harry. Always nice to chat.
Thank you,
Lovely
Harry. Thanks so much.
Pleasure, lads. Nice talking to you.
Cheers, H. Thank you.
Harry Redknapp there, former West Ham, Bournemouth and Spurs manager. Not ruling himself out there, John.
Oh, we asked the question, didn't we? That was good, Max. That'll go online. That'll go online now. That'll go on viral.
Do you reckon? That's not what the aim is, to have a nice show and a nice conversation.
No, that's not the aim. The aim is we go viral and sell tickets for my new tour that's going on sale at the end of February. That is what that is.
I don't think this is good. I don't think Harry saying I'd do it, I'd work for nothing. Is
Harry Redknapp says he'll work for free, Max.
Is make somebody going to buy a ticket for your show in Stevenage?
Harry Redknapp said he'll go in anywhere and do it for free. Anywhere.
So if you have a club that's struggling, 8:89.
He said
we'll pass on the details. It'll cost you nothing, and Harry will do it.